Yeah, so Shannon Alvarado doesn't care about me. I don't matter to her. What matters is power and control. See, she keeps pretending like she cares, but she's literally never lifted a finger to help turn in any of these crimes. Then, of course, you can't remember any of it because it's not about helping me. It never was. Any of these crimes that I came to her about, she could have helped me to turn in right away. And that's what a friend would have done. All this time and all this battery that I've wasted on Shannon Alvarado, all of the literally thousands of hours that I've spent going through evidence so that I can fucking send it to her. Not hundreds, thousands of hours I spent sending evidence to Shannon Alvarado. For her to be an ungrateful piece of shit. Natalie Bollinger understood that I needed help in Virginia with making job applications because everybody wanted me to fill out electronic applications. Wanted me to do it over Craigslist. So I had to try to do it online. And I needed help doing that. And guess what Natalie did? She sat down with me and helped me. When did Shannon Alvarado ever sit down with me and help me with anything? She never did. Meanwhile, Kara Johnson Miles was allowed to put her words in my court date because Shannon Alvarado literally never made any attempt to help turn her in. To this day, and at least she admits it, finally. But she's always going to make the same excuses. She's always going to say, oh, I didn't see it, I wasn't there. Well, you know what? If your sister's raped, do you have to be there to turn it in? Do you have to be there to help her turn it in? If she's got a video of it, and you've seen the video of it, you can help her turn it in. But if you make her turn it in alone, especially if those cops have had issues before, those cops aren't going to give a shit if your sister was raped. They're not going to look at the evidence unless you force them to. And you force them to by putting pressure on them. You put pressure on them by using your voice, by speaking out, not by bullying the goddamn victim like Shannon Alvarado, the cunt, likes to do. Shannon Alvarado could have come forward about that shit a long time ago with me. Instead of helping my predators get away, instead of helping them to harm me over and over again until I literally had to light a road on fire. By the way, that wasn't just Shannon Alvarado. Not one of the people who claimed to be my friends lifted a goddamn finger to turn in a single one of the crimes. Now they'll throw stuff in my face. You know, they say, oh, well, we can't turn that in. You know, Facebook evidence doesn't matter. YouTube evidence doesn't matter. Well, actually it does. See, I was strung up by you people based on evidence from YouTube and Facebook, right? No, it's not evidence. You take out little bits and pieces and take them out of context. That's why it's important to show the context. When people were taking out little bits and pieces of the conversation with me and Natalie and trying to pretend that it meant that I was stalking her, Shannon Alvarado got to see the whole thing. All she was doing was fucking around with me, and that's all she does to this day. She is trash. Natalie at least tried to help me how I needed. Shannon Alvarado has literally never tried helping how I need. I need you to fucking listen to me and to speak up. But she can't listen. She can't stop talking. Her words are more important than hearing me. You're damn right I get frustrated. You're all trash. I've got nowhere to go. I've got no friends to help. And I have to depend on pieces of crap like Shannon Alvarado. People who don't care about anyone but themselves. If she says that she's got compassion 10,000 times, does that ever make that compassion actually exist? No. Does it ever get me assisted the way that I need it? No, Shannon doesn't give a fuck about me. She doesn't want to hear me. She just wants to talk. She wants someone else to hear her because she is in love with the sound of her own voice. She doesn't make suggestions, she doesn't make suggestions with the intent of helping out herself. No, she wants to tell you to do it. Instead of listening, she'd rather type a bunch of stuff on the internet to find me a fucking homeless shelter. I know what the goddamn homeless shelter is. See, that's the thing with these people not listening about what a safe environment even is. Obviously, Shannon Alvarado's is not a safe environment. She's verbally abusive. She's also when you dismiss everything somebody says, right lie. It's hard to believe you're honest. Because you're not.
It is 12:03.
Because these people pretended they were going to help me to stop the abuse, and instead brought nothing but trauma and drama to my table. These women just wanted to talk about themselves. There's also stuff that Shannon Alvarado is going to continue to interrupt, try throwing in my face instead of listening. As far as the Mandy Hughes situation, I don't get to speak, obviously. She's not going to shut the fuck up. She's not going to understand why that situation is important because she won't shut the fuck up. She's already fucking decided, and she's not going to shut the fuck up. And then you guys want to tell me about what good people you are. She wants to tell me how great a person she is. No, Shannon Alvarado is straight up trash. 100%. Just because she lives in a multi-million-dollar house, does that make her a better human being than me? Does it? Well, I'm out here taking these assaults. Is she having to endure these assaults? Are people bashing her windows in? Are people threatening to kill her? No, they're fucking not. Shannon Alvarado, just like the rest of you pricks, makes every goddamn excuse to look the other way. I was nice to you pieces of shit from the very start. All of you. But no matter how nice I am, being nice isn't going to get you to stop being selfish pieces of shit. On the bright side, I've got the ability to walk to where I need to be. Where do I need to be? My car. Once I get to my car, I'm going to see if I have that $2 in there. I'm going to take it down to a store and I'm going to buy me a goddamn coffee.
And you got friends like Shannon Alvarado who will literally look the other way to abuse and never speak up. There's no reason to trust her. I let Natalie Bollinger know from the very start. After we stopped being friends in 2016, and I went back to Boulder, yeah, I endured about 2 weeks worth of fucking bullshit. Had to leave Boulder. And did I get a hold of Natalie Bollinger and scream at her that she's a stupid cunt who can roast in hell? No. I unblocked her. And when I unblocked her from my channel, from my Facebook, I let her know that I was being treated like a child molester and a rapist, and that I was being assaulted. She did not care. Because just like Shannon Alvarado, Natalie Bollinger's a woman, and they've been taught that if they do something wrong, it's always a man's fault. Blame the man. Where's my window? Where's this window? Was there a single goddamn person to help me to turn this in? No. People want to tell me it's fucked up. They're sorry that happened. No, you're not. If you actually cared, you'd help to turn it in right away. Did you? You want to type about how you weren't there to see it? Well, there's lots of stuff that's recorded that you can go back and take a look at. I'm willing to send it to you. Are you willing to take a look? I'm tired of being fucking abused because I'm broke. I'm tired of being cut off from the resources that are supposed to be here to help me because I don't have any resources to get those fucking resources. One of those resources, the most important one, is a friend or family member who gives a shit. But what do I have? Selfish pieces of shit like Shannon Alvarado. May she roast in Hades.